Brianna and Lee both work at the same club Stacy works at across town. Brianna is a waitress, and Lee is a dancer. When Stacy spread the word about our videos, two names quickly made it to the top of the list for our next Stinky Pumps video. Lee was reported to have some pretty stinky feet, and Brianna's white leather pumps had developed an interesting odoriferous reputation. Here's the backstory on Brianna's pumps. Originally, these belonged to her mother back in the 80s. They had been in a box of old heels in the back of her closet, waiting for the day they might roll back into fashion. Fast forward to a couple years ago, when Brianna was asked to be a bridesmaid at a friend's wedding. She needed white heels to go with her dress, and her mom suggested these pumps. They fit like a glove, so she wore them for the wedding. They have since been a part of her shoe wardrobe, and she actually wears them quite often to this day. But, that's just the story of where she got the shoes. The real interesting thing about them is the aroma inside them, and that this aroma can be strong enough for people to notice, who are in the room when she takes them off. The rumor was that these pumps were pretty stinky, and that Brianna had to stop wearing them to work. So when we got a hold of them, we were obviously curious, since we had personally tested other supposedly stinkiest heels ever, and were actually surprised both ways. Either they were truly offensive, or they were ultimately not too bad, and actually kinda stinky yet sweet. When I finally did put my nose up close and personal with these pumps, I have to be totally honest, I found the aroma inside them to be very sweaty, and at first pretty nasty, but as I let the odor sink in a bit, I could definitely smell the complicated mixture of old perfume, sweaty leather, and delicate yet stinky toe aroma. They had a stronger scent than Catherine's kitten heel pumps. So yeah, Brianna's white leather pumps absolutely have the kind of smell that you pump sniffers like. Whatever Brianna's mom used to rub on her feet, or whatever perfume she wore back then, really blended like a dream with not only her sweaty feet and toes, but Brianna's too. Both of them have different smelling feet, unique sweatiness, and together they combine in a very sexy stinky way. But, we were amazed by the odor that seemed to fill the room, after we took Lee's trashed stilettos out of the Ziploc bag they were sealed in. Now, Brianna and Catherine's sweaty heels were certainly beyond subtle, since they truly had powerful aromas, but Lee's pumps redefined our definition of stinky. Either Lee doesn't ever wash her feet, or other girls are also sweating in her pumps. Whatever the reason, Lee's pumps were no longer usable in my opinion. Even if they are on a girl's feet, they stink. The aroma is totally saturated inside them, and probably cannot be removed now. These pumps will take their rightful place as the stinkiest pumps of all so far. I hope Lee retires them, for the sake of her friends and co-workers. It makes me wonder if all of Lee's shoes smell that bad. Maybe she has a stinky sweaty feet condition, or maybe it's just her personal foot hygiene. Or I suppose it's possible she has a boyfriend who really loves her smelly toes and heels, and can't get enough of them. It's hard to imagine a girl actually wanting to have her feet smell that bad, but stranger things happen every day. Just looking at the filthy black foot imprints inside these pumps, I find myself thinking about how many smelly, stinky, sweaty girly foot imprinted pairs of high heels there are out there, kicked off somewhere in the back of a closet, waiting to be discovered by someone and their curious nose, ready to sniff and smell the intense toe aroma hidden inside. Most women have absolutely no idea that their old smelly high heels are desirable to a lot of people, mainly guys, who are addicted to women's stinky feet. But let's not forget those who equally enjoy pretty smelling feet too. Not every foot sniffer is looking for stinky feet. Some of them like sweet smelling feet just as much, right?